strength, series 1. We'll be using the stability ball today. I'm going to go over the exercises with the ball, and then I will also go over the exercises if you don't have a ball, using a bench or maybe a step or a stool. We are going to grab some heavier weights here. That's just going to make it a little bit harder for your stomach. And we're going to be starting here with a side sit-up. That's our first exercise. And so with the side sit-up, you want your hip on top of the ball here. And this ball, depending how much air you have in your ball, you might sink into it a little bit more than others. So just be aware of that. The front leg will be bent and probably on the floor in front of you here. Your other foot, I like it up against a wall here. It tends to help me kind of grip, hold on to something. You could also hook your foot underneath the couch. So it's a little bit trickier setup, but it's worth it because now we're going to get into our side body here. So you're going to hold on to your weight right in front of your chest. And you're going to start by just leaning out here. Now it's a side bend, so we're not adding rotation yet. So a side bend is down and up here. So think about this little cinching movement happening from the hips. Ribs are coming away from the hips as you come in. Ribs are coming closer to the waist, to the hip bone. We're going to do two different moves here. We're going to add a side bend, and then we'll add a rotation towards the floor, back to center, and up. So it's side bend and rotation. With your rotation, you might not take it out quite as low. That's okay. The rotation, you're more just leaning out where you can hold and maintain that position. Add that rotation towards the floor, back to center, and up. Second exercise, we'll just do the other side. During the video, I'll turn around, so I'll be facing the back. You can see the back. Third exercise here, we're just doing basic crunches. And again, I like my feet up against the wall because it gives me something to hold on to. So that weight's going to be right in front of the chest. Again, heavier weight is going to be harder, more resistance here. You're leaning back into that wall, so your spine is already flexed. Stomach is already working. Basic crunches, you're coming forward and back here. I'm keeping the weight close to my chest here, so that it's a little bit harder as I lean back. Now my hips are always tucked here, so I'm always keeping flexion in the spine. Now you can kind of choose where you want to go with this. You might go higher up the ball, lower down the ball. It's really up to you. Play with it, see where it challenges you the most. So if I scoop that ball in, when I lean back, my back is not nearly as supported. And that's a little bit more challenging here because now I don't have as much stability. So again, play with your position, see where you want to go with it. Now that challenge exercise we're going to do is a plank pike here. This is a weighted stability ball, so you might even hear that the weight, the sand in the bottom of it. So with our plank pike, you're going to take one foot on top of the ball, other leg goes back here, and you're starting in just a plank position. And then you're going to pike your hips up, keeping a nice long line, flatten back, and back down. So it's a nice hinge of the hips. I'm being careful that my shoulders aren't coming forward of my wrists here. If this is a bit too intense, you can always just take it to the floor, and I'll show you that option in a second. Now, every now and then, I might add some rotation. So I'm going to rotate my hips to the right, and I'm going to pike up, down, rotate left, pike up, and down. That's just getting a little bit more oblique, which is nice. Without the ball, you can always just pike your hips up and down, or you can jump, pike, and back down. Now again, just so you know, you can use a bench. So everything we just did can also be done on a bench or a chair. You're just going to be seated, you're going down and up. All the same things, add your rotation, side bend, rotation. Your crunches you can do two ways. You can really lean back on that box or that step. You can stay here, or just lay on the floor, hold your weight into your chest, add your flexion. That's just your basic crunch there. And then you can always just do a regular plank, pike. You can always have your foot up on your bench here. So you're still piking it up. Maybe even add walking the hands in, walking the hands out. So make it work for you.